switch off. When I was a chick, they was mad, now they pissed off. OG on top, but up in a drop, feeling like Pac. Man, let me stop, or I upset the ops too late. They mad cause money her weight. I put the food on my plate, they can't relate. Most of these bitches is gay, they on my dick like I'm bait. Hold up, hustle, hard, don't need no motherfucking prenup. Any bitch that got a fucking problem can suck these nuts. Starty finna hit it, but I told him hit what business now. Stay true to the game, bitch. I hustle with my legs closed.
All right, so that's gonna be my intro to my YouTube channel. So what's up? This is episode 1. I am recording as is. You know, I have been saying that I feel like this house wasn't together. I went to get the house together before I started recording material, but I am going to start teaching class June 1st, and I realized that some people need to see what a class like me, like how it would be taught, right? So this is a demo class. It's also me doing a practice round. And I don't know if I should even smoke because I'm like, it's just going to keep me up and make me want to work, but this is what we're going to be doing on the show. Hello, I am the Manifesting Beauty, and you welcome to Position to Win, the podcast or YouTube channel or video or however you say it that will tell you how to position yourself in your feminine divine energy to attract the life that you want to live. So on this show, we will talk a lot about me, but at some point I do hope to have guests who will tell you about their journey, and people who I have helped in their journey particularly will be able to tell you about, you know, where they have gotten to manifest, because I know that while my life is very exciting, you don't want to just learn from me. You want to hear people because you may not want to attract what I'm attracting, and your faith may be increased by the story of another. So with that being said, I don't know how to roll. Y'all about to find that out right here. I'm learning to roll. We're going to have a roll class soon. Okay, I've been talking to someone about. Okay. All right, but that's not bad. I didn't do too bad, right? I didn't do too bad. Oh, I'm getting better. I'm getting better. Some of y'all like, that's good, but listen, you saw how they was looking. At least they smoking. Shout out to our sponsors for women who smoke, Flower Girls. Okay. Shout out to y'all. Love y'all. We'll have more sponsors of this show. But these are our first, because I do plan to get sponsored by a paper company, okay? So, why this YouTube channel? Okay, because I realized that as much as I love to dress women, I'm never going to be able to touch all the women that I could help. But I can touch them if I talk. Oh, did I just put ashes in this is my coffee cup. Isn't this cute? It's a vibe. It's an aesthetic in here. And it will be better. It doesn't matter. It is what it is now. Why are we starting this YouTube channel? So, a little bit about who I am, because you're like, who the fuck are you? If you're watching this for the first time. So I'm the Manifesting Beauty, and I have the gift of manifestation through wardrobe. That was the first probably unique gift outside of speaking, because I always knew speaking was a gift. First gift that I recognized is that I could get dressed in a certain way and certain things would happen based on how I got dressed. What was most interesting about that is that that's what started my business, to dress others, and the gift still applies. So I have a group of clients who I dress, a small VIP group of clients I dress, and I still have an interest in clothes because I see them as a manifestation tool, and we'll do a whole episode about that at a different time. But I started a business, a style and image consulting business, where I use the gift of manifestation through wardrobe to help women elevate or get to a place to receive or manifest a certain lifestyle. That business, I've been in that business about 8 years. Prior to that, I was an attorney. We'll talk about that. And prior to that, I was other things. But like right now, I have a style and image consulting business. But I am trying to, or not trying to, but for the last 2 to 3 years, I've been in the coaching space. What do I coach? I coach alignment and manifestation. I coach alignment and process. Okay. I don't like to say that I'm a manifestation coach, although my name is The Manifesting Beauty. I think manifestation is a buzzword. And I don't want you to come here for results. I want you to come here for process. So I'm not interested in teaching you how to get results. I'm interested in showing you process so that you can repeat the process and successfully get many different kind of results. Because you may not know the process and get a result and realize it is out of alignment with your long-term purpose, and so you may need to manifest something else differently, and the fact that you don't know how is just going to waste time. I'm here to help you be more effective manager of time, because I'm going to help you through process. I help accelerate process because I'm giving it to you. Why am I giving it to you? Because it's not my process to sell. I know some people think the process is theirs to sell. It is not my process to sell. I can make a product and I can get paid for my time. But what God is clear on is that the process is free. And I am to deliver the process. So here we go. This is how to manifest. This is how to attract. This is how to create the reality that you want. This is how to attract the lifestyle that you want by manifesting through your feminine divine energy. Okay, before we start teaching on class, and I probably need to start smoking at this point. Before we start teaching on class, what prompted this? So I'm going to read something, because this is what made me even be like, let me do this tonight. So I'm preparing because I am teaching. I have announced, and God has put on my heart and spirit, that it is time to teach the second part of the manifestation course, life process, cycle, manifestation cycle. The first part was alignment, and I broke that down, and the book is called 90 Days to Alignment, How to Align Your Life with God's Will and God's Way. That book is phenomenal. That book will create clarity and peace if those things do not exist in your life regarding your purpose or vision. If you don't have clear vision, if you don't know your purpose, if you feel like you're stuck, if you're floundering, if you're frustrated, that's what that is for. If you're at peace, but you want more. If you love your life, but you still want to elevate. If you are tired of being complacent and you think you need to accelerate, elevate, increase, then position yourself to win. That's the second book, Positioning to Win. And I've titled the book Position to Win, or the God gave me 4 titles for books. The first book was 90 Days to Alignment. The second day is Position to Win. The third book is Conversations with God. And the fourth book is Floating, Flowting. Don't care that they're out there, because these are my books to write. The first book is written. It is not published because I have been clear that I did not want to publish the first book until the second book was written, and I would be able to publish it very soon thereafter. So I'm in the process of experiencing, or I have experienced the second book. I'm in the process of now writing the second book, and so now it's time to teach the second book. Just to be clear that what I've experienced and what I've written as far as lessons actually do work. I know that they work. I have been implementing this process repeatedly for some time now. but I want to make sure that I am articulating the process in such a way that I help others win too. So the position to win. So if you follow me on Instagram and you're watching this, you know that I am in a house, and that there is a man who has blessed me with this opportunity to have this house, to be in my gifts, right? Like that's basically like this house is an opportunity for me to be in my gifts. It is not a free house. I am working. He is making money. I am to be making money. But it's a fluid, like we're making money fluidly. Like I'm not on a lease. And we have an agreement, and if the agreement doesn't work out, it just doesn't work out, right? But it's a really good opportunity for me because I wanted to do what I'm about to do in this house, which is create a content house. And long term, I know that this will manifest other opportunities. I just don't know what those other opportunities will look like. But I know that I want to do more of this curating of spaces, not just people, not just bodies, but actually spaces as well. And so this is an opportunity for me to create a space, and for you all to see it, and for it to create revenue, and for me to be able to create other spaces, because this is my gift. And these spaces will be not just physically or aesthetically pleasing, but these spaces will be effective spaces. These spaces will be healing spaces. These spaces will be intentional spaces. These spaces will be manifestation stations, right? And so this is a vision that I had previously to ever being in this house and having me the man that I met. I was comfortable in Atlanta before this season. And that's what I'm going to read to you now. So I journal, and I've been journaling since I was in 3rd grade. And when I journal, I talk to God. And so I'm able to go back and look at process and see process and then articulate process to you because I keep record, right? And so every Monday I have an alignment day where I take that day to basically just be with God, be in spirit, and do whatever I need to do to maintain alignment. So that might be reading my Bible. That might be journaling. That's always going to be reading my Bible. That's always going to be journaling. That might be a meditation, and I really need to do a meditation now and sit down and do one. I just have not done one. But yeah, all of that is, and I'm tired. I'm going to be honest, I'm tired, but I'm going to push through this because I want this to be recorded. And essentially, this is this YouTube channel. This is to help women who want to attract their feminine divine energy. And so Position to Win is what this is about. And so I'm going to read an excerpt from my journal because I think it's important for you to understand why I'm in the position to win and why I'm in the position to teach you about feminine divine energy. And it's up to you whether you decide to make me your coach. But if you are listening to this YouTube channel and you are actually learning, then I think it is worth you paying me to actually help you stay accountable to this process and to align with it and actually see results. Because the truth of the matter is that just because I give you process, just because you can watch 12 videos on YouTube about aligning with your feminine energy, just because you can do that doesn't mean you're actually going to do the work, doesn't mean that you actually know how to do the work, doesn't mean that you can be accountable enough, because some of you will watch this video and it will go totally over your head. Other of you will watch this video, but you will not be in alignment, and so this video will not make sense to you, or you will put this video into practice only to realize that you are manifesting something that is bringing you misery and not mastery, right? So I just want to be clear that this particular station, YouTube channel, station, whatever y'all call them, because I'm new to the tube. And I'm sure you don't say that, but mother lie. Anyways, if you are watching this, then the whole point is that for you to understand my teaching style, and for you to kind of gauge whether you are interested in taking the 12-week Feminine Divine Energy course, whether you're interested in taking the course and also being in the accountability group. The accountability group is where it's at. It's really, it's the important part of the journey to me. Is like, if there's no one to hold you accountable to the process, then the process may not get completed, right? And that just made me think of the person in my life who is currently holding me accountable to process. Shout out to him. Okay, anyway, so in February 28th, I have been talking to God, and prior to February 28th, I had been wavering about coming back to DC because my child's father is here and my son was getting older, and as he was spending more time with his father, he was struggling being so far apart from his dad. And so, but when he was with his dad, he was struggling being so far apart from his mom. And so I had talked to his dad, and we had agreed that it was probably in the best interest of Jalen that I come to DC. And I said that, you know, I would, even though I was the one who brought it up to his dad, I ultimately was the one who had to make that decision, because his dad was basically like, I'm not telling you to do it. I'd appreciate if you do it, but I'm not trying to. His dad basically was like, I don't want to have no parts of you making that decision and then being mad at me. Like, if you do it, you on your own, basically. Like, I have not asked you to do this. And so, but because I want to act in the best interest of my child, for me, I made the decision to come back. Sorry, y'all, I'm trying to get at me at the vending machine. So yeah, I was just like, okay, so we had talked, and I said, okay, well, I'll move. And I'm thinking like, okay, I want Jalen to be close with his dad, but I don't have to move to DC. I can come to DC, like I come once a month anyway. I can get a place in DC, but I could still live in Atlanta, part-time or majority of the time, depending on what schedule his dad and I worked out. So fast forward to, so we had decided like August, September is when Jalen was going to start school, and that's when I was going to move to DC. But in my head, I was really going to be in Atlanta and just have Jalen enrolled in school in DC. And so his dad, his dad and I would have to co-parent more effectively, because Jalen would be essentially in school in the city where his dad lived, and we could better split the time, and Jalen wouldn't feel cheated by being with one or the other. Anyways, so I was wavering back and forth about what to do, and I got a call. So I was praying and talking to God, and like, this is February 28th. This is my journal. Dear God, I am releasing this entire season to you. I am trusting that if you want me to be in DC, stay in Atlanta, or whatever it is that you want from me, you will make provision. That's the first sentence of my journal from February 28th. I don't know what time I wrote it. I wrote it sometime that day. I had told God, I remember having a conversation with God, and it might be a note in my phone. I don't know. But I remember having a conversation with God and saying, if you want me to move to DC, I need you to make that abundantly clear. Because while I felt like it was in the best interest of Jalen, what I was sure is that I do not make moves. If I am not clear on what move to make, I have learned to be still. If I'm not clear about what's next, I've learned to be still. And I was not entirely clear about the move to DC at this point. So it says, it's not for me to worry about it. My purpose is to please you daily. Every day I must ask myself what I can do to please you, what I can do to bring honor to you. In an effort to really learn discernment, because my word for 2022 is discernment. In an effort to really learn discernment, and every year God gives me a word. Last year, every year I hope that the word is abundance, and every year it's not abundance. This year though, when it was discernment, I knew that was a good word. But it's been faith, it's been honesty, it's been humility, it's been alignment. That's how I'm so well versed on that. It's been a variety of words for years, and so this particular year God gave me discernment. So I said, in an effort to really learn discernment, I have picked up on the need to limit access and for exclusivity. I don't want to be around everyone, do everything. I want my energy to be available to those that you have assigned me to. I also have become increasingly aware of people who want my energy or perceived clout but do not want to really contribute to my well-being. I love what I do. I appreciate my gift, but I want to only be around and share energy with those who feel. I only want to be around those who feel the same. My mind is working overtime, anticipating the move, having to care for Jalen, and still make money. I don't have time for those who are not made an investment in me. Yesterday, I appreciate her as a client, but honestly, I cannot afford to not make money and go to Miami. And money flows. It flows in the direction of wise management. Right now, my focus is raising the capital to move back to DC. Now, here we go. So, pause this. So what happened was I wrote the first part of the journal, and the thing about is, like, when I'm journaling on Monday, it's a flow. It's fluid. It's like I might write a little bit in the morning as God reveals things. I might write more in the afternoon, might write some at night, right? Because I'm talking to God all day. Mondays are dedicated to me talking to my Creator, communicating with my Creator, making sure that He or she and I are on the same page. We are on the same page, right? It's very, very important part of my process. And I do not want to sacrifice that part of my process for anyone other than the man that I'm also in alignment with. And we should then have alignment days together as times well spent. Anyways, so I get a call on February 28th at 8:58 p.m. I know the time and I know the date because one is my alignment date and I am paying attention. I'm tapped in on that day. Also, it was the day before the 1st, and the call I get is from, so I'm living in my homeboy's mother's home. I am paying subsidized rent, significantly subsidized. He put me in that home as a safe space for me to do what I need to do, Janelle, is what he said. Do what you need to do, Janelle. In that space, I was pretty much taken care of because my rent was so subsidized, and also I had guy friends and clients in Atlanta, so I was able to cover my bills. Granted, they were not high, but I was comfortable because I actually don't need a lot. I don't know if y'all have noticed, but I shop at the thrift store, and I'm not an overspender. Like, no guy would be like, most guys would call me resourceful. Most guys would say she's not expensive. I don't drink. I mean, I love expensive dinners. That's true. But, like, I don't drink. I don't like designer bags. My nails don't always have to be done. I wear my natural hair. Like, I'm not an expensive ass bitch. It's just not me. Not in the way that most women think of themselves as expensive. I'm expensive in that, like, you are going to pay with time and energy before you pay with money. Like, honestly. So, yeah. Anyways, back to the story at hand. So I got the call at 8:58 p.m. and basically I was told that I needed to move within 30 days. So by April 1st. It was March 1st the next day. So I had no process time. However, it was Monday, and Monday is my alignment day. So the beautiful thing about knowing and being in alignment is that you can trust anything that you attract. I know on most days I know that I can trust what I attract because I am intentional and have been intentional about being in alignment. But on Monday, when I have spent the whole day with God, when I have been with Spirit, when I have sat with my Creator, and I know that I'm in my divine energy, I can trust everything that I attract. And so I was able to just be at peace, even though it was what could have been a distraughting is not a word, but I could have been distraught about it. It could have been distressful. It wasn't. What I wrote at that time, and this is what I want to share too, is right now, my focus is raising the capital to move back to DC. 30 days of manifestation. I need a 2 to 3 bedroom place in Southeast DC with a washer and dryer in the unit, a bathtub, good lighting for filming, and walking distance from a grocery store close to a thrift store for $1,500 or less. I also still want a car. The other thing is I got more specific and I said I wanted a yard for Jalen to play with a couple days later, right? I got even more specific than this about what I wanted the house to look like. I could show you screenshots of pictures I was taking as I was looking. Now, for me to get this kind of place for $1,500 a month is damn near, people would tell you, in this climate, in this market, in DC, like, it's just not going to happen. And with a yard, like, DC people don't even have yards, and they are multi-million-dollar homes. But I'm like, I trust God. And then I wanted to be in Southeast DC because all my clients in Southeast DC, all my friends in Southeast DC, everybody close to, for the most part, everybody's close to where I'm staying. So I wrote that. I also wrote, one thing I know is you are able. You have done it all before and you can do it again. I'm giving it all to you. The nervousness I have about being in DC and co-parenting with my child's father. God, help me shift my mind to a place of positivity and abundance. Honestly, I just want the best for Jalen and peace along the way. I'm reading this to you because if you look on my Instagram, if you see how I'm living, if you see what the house looks like, if you've been in the house, if you hear my testimony, it is a 2 to 3 bedroom house. And it's not 2 to 3. It's 2 to 3 because there's 2 bedrooms upstairs. There is a bedroom in the basement. It is everything. There's a washer and dryer in the unit. Although we have not gotten the washer and dryer, there is a place for the washer and dryer. It will be here. It is a bathtub. I love to take baths. It's a beautiful ass bathroom, right? Like, he did a phenomenal job in this house. And so for him to entrust me with it is major, right? But it's not that big when you think, I hadn't even met this man. I wrote this on February 28th. I did not meet this man until March 7th. I was not even in DC at the time of writing this down in my journal. If you think that I don't know what I'm talking about when I say you can attract the life that you want to live, you can be in your feminine divine energy and you can invite the things. You create your reality. If you don't like where your life is currently at, you can shift. You have the power. When I say these things, I mean it all because I am a living testimony to what it means to shift energy into your feminine divine energy from your masculine divine into your feminine divine to attract the life that you want. I am her. I am living out my dreams. I am living, literally writing things and making it plain and then aligning with them and manifesting them to see them happen. How am I doing that? I am submitting to process, and I am here to teach you process. This 12-week course that I'm about to teach will be teaching you how to not align, but how to attract. 90 Days to Alignment is about alignment. It is about how to find peace regardless of the circumstances. It will bring you clarity as a vision. It will help you discover your purpose. But Position to Win, this course is about helping you or putting you in the winning position or keeping you in the winning position because you're already there. It's like abundance exists. The Position to Win already exists for you. You just got to tap in. You just got to align yourself with that position. I'm here to give you the process of how to align yourself with that vision. Okay? That's what this is all about. That is what this next 90 days starting June 1st will be about. If you are ready to elevate, not just align, but you've already aligned. You're already at peace. You already are clear to vision. But you are ready to take it to the next level. You are ready to get your house. You are ready to get your man. You are ready to get your money. You are ready to increase your clientele. You are ready to start your YouTube channel. You are ready to create more revenue in your business. You are ready to hit 90,000. If you are trying to attract anything, and I mean anything, from whatever position you're in, you're trying to attract a more elevated divine experience and or position. This is what Position to Win is for. Okay? You saw, I wrote it. But why is it that when you write something, it is not coming to pass? And when I write something, it is always coming to pass. I have been journaling since 3rd grade. But it is only in these since October 2018, God took me through the process. January 2019, I was living with my mother. I started implementing process. I have been implementing process every 90 to 120 days. I implement process. I implement process. I implement process. I implement process. This process, what you are seeing manifested, what you are seeing that I have, this house, this relationship, whatever cars, whatever opportunities, whatever clients, whatever travel, whatever you see as elevation in my life right now is a result of me submitting to process and aligning myself with the winning position. Position to Win is teaching you the process so that you can align and submit to it. That's what Position to Win is. If you want to be a part, then you can go to the link at dresstomanifest.com/shop. There are several links. There are several things to purchase, like little short ebooks that will help you if you are trying to get in alignment and you are not in a place to get one-on-one coaching for 90 days alignment program. Those pieces will help you. Plus, there's free material on Instagram, on my IGTV about aligning. This is for those who are ready to position to win. It's $500 for the 3 months, June, July, and August. But you will elevate. I am doing a screening because everybody can't be a part of this. Because if you are not in alignment, I won't be able to take you on. I won't be able to take you on to this course. But if you are in alignment, then you need to take this course so that you can attract the life that you want. All right, I appreciate y'all. My eyes are burning. I have stayed up. I am tired, but I did it. This pillow looks good. This whole setup is gonna look dope. It's just gotta get finished. All right. Peace out.